What's good, bro? Welcome to the Taiwan vlog. We're currently in a temple right now, looking at some cool architecture.
Yeah, we don't know what it is, but
it's amazing. We just passed the white and blue gates. That is the concert hall over that way. That is the concert hall plus National Theatre over that way. Welcome to Taiwan.
Oh yeah. You are super cute.
I've seen this street everywhere in Taiwan.
So I finally just got here. I'm in Taiwan, Taipei city. Just left my hostel. This is Ximen Square. I think the first thing to do is just walk around here and find some food. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is get some pan-fried boba. So popular, there is quite a line, so we'll be back of the line. One signature? Yes, this one. Oh, excited, I'm up. 774.
205-205号。
Straw? It's quite a crowd. Sing futong, boba, and dumplings. It's worth it. It's like a marshmallow. Or like a s'more. It's delicious. It's time to go find something to eat. And I heard they have a really delicious rice flour restaurant. So let's go find that. Actually, it's right here. Same block. So I'm gonna try these rice flowers because apparently this is gluten-free. Ice on rice flour. It's kind of gonna be like a ramen, maybe a pho, I think. Oh, it smells so good, I'm excited. All right, so this is definitely a thumbs up. It's delicious. It's rice noodles, broth, and mushrooms with some cilantro. Throw a little garlic and the chili sauce in there. Oh, it's perfect, it's not too spicy. This is definitely my first meal in Taiwan, and I highly recommend it. Anyways, let's walk around the night market and see what there is. So after some food, you can do some shopping, or you can come over here and try your luck at any of these numerous claw machines. Make your kids happy. Make Jilly and Arlo happy. Because you know how much they would love all this stuff. It's pretty cool. Little Shin, little Snoopy and stuff. I guess Snoopy's really big right now. So you come over here and waste a few bucks just messing around. Oh, here's this Ningxia Temple. It's freaking gorgeous. It was recommended to see this place at night instead of during the day because it gives it a whole different vibe when it lights up. We ended on this little high note, this cute little rabbit right here. So tomorrow we're gonna see what else the city has to offer. Hang out with those cat friends. Yeah. So after a short walk from the hostel, we're at what, Ximending, heading to Dihua? Dihua.
But yeah, extremely popular at the moment. Look at the people around. It is crazy out here, guys.
There you
Truly,
go.
like and subscribe. Come back for another time.
We got this great fellow on his cool scooter. Be like, go to Taipei, go to a hostel, meet some friends, and it was fucking weird as hell. That's what that was all about.
Leave me alone. Yeah, every time I try and film, he fucking takes over. Oh my god, I'm so done with it.
Sauce. Hello.
Sauce.
Yay. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love my sauce more.
Lots.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Say.
Yeah. Good.
How was it? Yeah, worth it?
So worth it.
Better than McDonald's?
Better than McDonald's, yeah.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that. One of the best things to do is just walk around Ximending, head over to the other street markets and see what's around the city. Yeah, this looks like a bunch of styrofoam that they like squirted together.
Bitter.
Yeah.
It's really, really bitter, but everyone says you've got to try it.
Yeah.
So
Like bitter and sweet a little.
I'm guessing he's gonna make it sweet because on its own it's really bitter.
And do they mix it with the other fruit?
That's a strong fruit. That's sour. I think they mix like a processed sugar kind of thing. No, I've seen this drink everywhere in Taiwan, so I'm trying it for the first time as well.
Okay. Yeah, I was just home. I was like, I've seen this everywhere. I don't know what it is.
That's right.
Because it
I
looks so
thought I'd
delicious. I'm gonna get one of those later.
Thank you.
I love it. British Asian lady's like, I know what this is.
That was crazy. The accent was so thick.
That was amazing. I liked her. She was fun. Dihua Market. It's the place to go. So this Diwa has actually several blocks. And it's not only several blocks forward, backwards, but left and right. So it's like a whole area. This one's much more overwhelming. It's less organized, just more interesting, I think, than the other ones. One thing that's cool about this area is a lot of the architecture is from like 1850s. So it's colonial Japanese architecture. And they managed to kind of keep it. Yeah. You know, this lady has a good sense of humor. Because your sign says because murder is wrong. Coffee. A couple of dinglings. Oh, this place is great. Oh my gosh. Look at you. I know your cousin. Yes, I do. Oh, you are super cute. Really popular shrine here in the middle of Dihua Market.
If you want to find a wifey, this is the place. Because he's the god of love.
Oh, this is the god of love. This is where I can come to find my wife. I need one.
Wife material. Yeah, you donate sweet treats because he likes the sweet treats, and then you get wifed up.
You come over here and pray, and you find your true love this way.
We have these little amulets inside. There's like red, pink, and yellow. The red one's for love. Pink or yellow is for friendship. I don't know. I think you can do both.
This is pretty cool, actually. I like this. Look at the size of these elk horns. When they come to the States and they buy elk horn, this is one of the places it probably ends up.
Yeah.
Traditional Chinese medicine. Yeah, you're totally right. This place is really neat though. Elk horn is supposed to be good for, you know, good sex life. Next to the god of love, yeah, right? Yeah, little thing. Hi. This place is popping. It's way better than Ximending. Bye-bye. General consensus on this market is it's kind of like a goods market. It's like where everybody comes to get their bags and the things they need for the week coming up. A lot of goods, a lot of herbs, a lot of dried food and fruits. Over here, this is where we're going. I guess it's the big temple. So that's the next stop. We go through this crazy area with all the street vendors selling. Oh, that looked really good. That was like cake. I can't eat it, but that looked really good. So many good smelling things. It's hard for me because I'm hungry and I've been really a little sick from the food lately, so I'm not super stoked about eating everything. It's just like one stand after another, and buns and soups and fried things and meats. Quite the area. And then as you walk around this corner, there's the temple. It's really interesting as you're like going through that big food market. The temple's just kind of nestled into it, and it's basically all one. And look at the size of these trees.
Yeah, I think the trees are crazy, eh?
Look at this guy. Now I'll have the ball. Do you know why the ball is in the mouth?
I did, but no, I can't remember.
Wow. The really neat thing about this area is like the temples are much more decorative. Carved and painted and just very pretty. There's the incense burners. So this is where you come and pray to all the deities for whatever it is that you are praying for. These orchids smell really, really good. Wow. Oh, but it doesn't stop. As you keep going, it goes farther, and there's another shrine inside this one. There's more. Wow, it's like the kitchen, and I'm a little overwhelmed. There's a lot going on here.
And you start with the main god, so here it's Mazu. So she's like goddess of protection, safe travels, and prosperity, I think. So you pray to Mazu, and then you have to visit all the other different shrines.
Okay, so first you pray here.
Yeah, this is Mazu.
So you pray to Mazu.
And then you go around to all the different shrines, and then you come back to Mazu. And that's how you go to the temple.
And what do you pray for? Just your...
Whatever the god is for.
Okay.
So Mazu is protection, safe travel.
So this one's protection, safe travel.
Temples in Taiwan.
There's 30,000 in Taiwan almost. That's a lot.
So,
oh, so then you go through and you pray to all these different ones.
yes.
And then you go back to Mazu and pray again. And then whatever it is you're praying for will be whatever you receive. Oh, hey. Hi. Hi, sweetheart. After a nice little visit in the temple, I get some food.
Braised chicken? No, not
pork. It's pork and radish. And so I think this is my first street vendor cart food. I got cabbage, braised pork and radish soup, and rice. Should be good. One of the cool things you can do in Taiwan, just wander around the alleys when you're killing time.
Right, so about dark rooms.
So when you're walking down strange alleys in a strange country, there's things you talk about.
What? Cultural exchange is about.
It is very true. It's cultural exchange. I'm gonna get away from the tourist markets and trying to figure out what to do next. And then these will pop out a random alley while you're contemplating how people's existences are. You're suddenly on a very busy street. We are finally at, I don't know where we are. I forget. And now we're at Ningxia Night Market. So this is where we want to go today, but this place doesn't really get popping until now. And it's like 6 o'clock and it's crazy. This is something else. It's a little different vibe than the rest of the day. Meat sticks. I think that's kelp. Types of fish, tofus. Get fresh avocados. Mango juices. Yeah, so the whole market's like a sidewalk. You just go down like single file. Tons of fried food. Well, he's using like a straight up torch to cook the burger. It's like ice cream rolled in a peanut shavings. Look like a little, some sort of like flour tortilla wrap. I think that's chicken heart. Or maybe those are.
I think that's chicken heart.
Little hearts. Interesting. Oh, so you get a bowl and then you put what you want in it. I guess. Wow, fried chicken. Some of these lines are absolutely crazy. You go all the way out to the sidewalk and then wrap around a bit for some of these places. And they even have a minimum order quantity. Foodie's paradise.
Everything looks good.
Yeah. So that fried squid. It's definitely fried squid. Trip. Definitely a foodie's night market. Just get about anything you want. No squid for me. Maybe Steph, you'll feel adventurous to come out here and get some squid. I dare ya. Secretly person to person with enough space for maybe 2 people next to each other in a line to order. But everything looks delicious and everybody's super eager. So this is like the other side of the thing that we were just in. This like, they land all the carts up in that tiny little alley over there. And you just kind of have to walk down the gauntlet before you can get out. And then you get out and it opens up and you're, well, the restaurant's over here. But I don't know what this place is, but there's a line that's at least a half a block down. Not sure what that is, but it must be delicious because everybody wants it. That was the end of the Ningxia Night Market. Lexi got some good food. Declan's saving himself. I'm saving myself for hot pot, but it was a good day. We had a good day out. We saw a lot and a lot more than I expected us to see. So that was cool. All right, thanks guys.
再见.
Zaijian.
Peace out.